The Lagina brothers have been fascinated with treasure hunting, even before little Ricky came across the Reader's Digest that would change his life forever. Once the 11-year-old adventurer learned about the mystical island that is Oak Island from that magazine, the brothers were set on a path that would see them living a life full of adventure. Once they were able to acquire half the stake of the island, they set about on the treasure hunting quest that many had embarked on for over 200 years. Together with the A&E network, the Lagina brothers let the world accompany them as they attempt to succeed where many others failed. Now, after 10 seasons of the Curse of Oak Island TV show, the team has made a startling discovery that will blow your minds. Let us head to Lot 5, the site of this spectacular discovery. With any luck, it may help us solve some of the most pressing mysteries that surround the enchanting place that is Oak Island. It appears that Lot 5 has been a place of interest to the team, because if you head over to the show's website, you'd actually come across an interesting entry about this particular area of the island. That is because when they entered this location, which is about 100 feet away from the shoreline, they found a ring of stones. Initially, some people like Laird, who is a renowned archaeologist, believed that this must be the foundation of a round structure. However, upon closer analysis, Barbara Kopak, an architectural artist and a knowledgeable contributor to the team's efforts, stated that this structure must be a kiln, a thermally insulated chamber that is known to be a type of oven which has been used for over a millennia because it produces enough temperature to complete some processes, such as the hardening or drying of clay into pottery, tiles, and bricks. Upon analysis of the structure in Lot 5, one would be compelled to agree with Barbara because it appears to be similar in appearance to ancient Roman kilns. This theory is exciting to the team because of the theory that the kiln may have been used for pipe making. This is due to the rumors surrounding a flood tunnel system and the presence of a hydraulic mechanism. The use of pipes would have been integral for lifting and lowering people and equipment, or even treasure. Apparently, the structure's location is also another giveaway to what it might truly be, because location is another key factor when it comes to kilns. Given how isolated the structure is, it's similar to kilns because the ovens were usually placed far away from the settlement, so that the smoke produced by a functioning kiln won't bother the people. The structure's proximity to fuel in the form of wood and water is another telltale sign that this might be a kiln. That said, it must be noted that this is just a theory. However, the team cannot miss the opportunity to investigate the connection, if any, between Oak Island structures and ancient kilns. Further analysis shows that this supposed kiln does bear a striking resemblance to the ones found in ancient Europe. Furthermore, if you take a look at the shape of the kiln, which was the main factor that caused Barbara to believe that the structure was a kiln, one would notice that it points outwards. This pattern indicates to experts like Barbara that there might be more to this mysterious structure. That may be because when you take a closer look at the images of this structure, you might notice rubble in the ring. Apparently, there's a chance that this rubble might be part of the foundation that bears a resemblance to the stone wall on Lot 26. On the other hand, there's a chance that the rubble might be the result of a filling in with rubble after the completion of a construction project. After all, if whoever was working with our supposed kiln was building tunnels, they'd have a lot of rubble to get rid of, so this may have been a good spot to dispose of said rubble. If you take an even closer look at the picture of an ancient Roman kiln, you'd find that there is an abundance of small rocks that are arranged in long rows, thereby forming concentric rings in the process. This is actually similar to our structure on Oak Island, which means that if it's a kiln, it might be the Roman type, and if so, the area may be where the main chamber is located. If you take a look at one of the recent episodes of The Curse of Oak Island, you'd come across a time when the team was pounding on a rock at the bottom of a pit. They realized that the rock sounded hollow, and this made them conclude that they may not have reached the firebox yet. However, they believed that those hollow rocks may have been housing the firebox. Although we cannot determine how the temporary dome was put together, the team discovered charcoal at another kiln on Lot 15 and on the stone wall on Lot 26. This might mean that fire was used in the area. The team also discovered a piece of pottery which helps us paint a better picture of what the structure might be. Considering the location of the structure, we are now forced to actually ponder on what the supposed kiln may have been used for. Although the piece of pottery might make some believe that the ancient kiln was used by potters to make clay pots or other ornamental items, there is another school of thought which believes that the kiln may have been used to make pipes. This is because there is actually an interesting theory about a flood tunnel system on the island. That said, it might be more than a theory because the existence of a valve tunnel and a hole under the trapdoor serves as proof of the system's existence. This has made people speculate that these pipes may have been used to construct the tunnels in this hypothetical system. In fact, they believe that they could have been creating a hydraulic system that they could use to control the flow of water in the area. As strange as it might sound, using pipes instead of tunnels might be a better way to tackle the island's rocky terrain, which is susceptible to caving. When you dive into the ancient world of pottery, you'd learn that these clay pipes were molded around a wooden form. As good as it may look, you'd find that the tricky part about molding these K-pipes is when it comes to creating a seamless connection. Necessity has always been the mother of invention, so when it came to perfecting their clay pipes, the potters turned to the potter's wheel, an invention that goes back to about 3,500 BC, the days of ancient Samaria. Following this, the pipes undergo the process of glazing, the application of a protective coat made of either salt, lead, or tin that would prevent water from seeping into the clay. Incredibly, potters believe that if you mix salt water or ocean water with clay, it would form a unique bloom on its surface, and when it's processed in the kiln, it forms a beautiful salt glaze on the pipe. To visualize such an item must be a sight to behold. Now, we turn our attention to a piece of ceramic that Laird found and dated to the 1700s. Maybe it was part of a pipe. Although it doesn't look like it could be part of a pipe, we must remember that pipes do not have to be straight. As such, it's possible that the ceramic pieces might be part of a larger pipe system. Interestingly, the team discovered that the ceramic was made up of a type of clay that is similar to redware found on Oak Island. What could this mean towards unlocking the secrets of Oak Island? Let's hope we'll find out someday. Did we mention that Romans were master pipe layers? They apparently had these elaborate pipelines that utilized multiple smaller pipes instead of one large one. This allowed them to be in better control of the water flow and the water pressure in the city. When you find one of the amazing excavation photos of a Roman pipeline, you'd see how advanced such a system is. Looking at the evidence of what we found on Oak Island, you may come to think that there must be a chance that such an intricate pipeline may have been present once upon a time on Oak Island. Finally, we might want to take a look at the staples that were unearthed in the Great Quadrilateral that might just blow your minds. Apparently, similar staples have been found in surprising places, such as the Notre Dame Cathedral and the Castle of Belvoir in Israel. Dating back to the 1160s in Notre Dame, these staples were important for construction as they were used to bind stones together. What does this mean in respect of Oak Island? What if these staples were used in the construction of an elaborate structure? Is it possible? Remember that this is all speculation. However, we cannot ignore the evidence before us. Maybe all we can do for now is add this to another one of the mysteries of Oak Island. That's it for this video. Feel free to explore our previous videos to get your mind blown. Also, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified whenever we upload an intriguing content. Until next time, goodbye.